I'm here today with family of mine, I would say, but real close friends definitely. My good friend Krissy and her great athlete of a son, Kyron. How y'all doing today?
Pretty good. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's really. What you say? You said you blessed?
I said I'm good.
Oh, I thought you said you were blessed. I was about to say, man, that's even better. But that's pretty cool, man. But I'm blessed to be here with y'all. Doing this interview with y'all today. So I really appreciate y'all taking out y'all time. Just to tell y'all. Well, actually, I'll let you speak and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are.
Well, I'm Krishandra. Everybody calls me Krissy. Noel. This is my baby boy, Kyron Anthony Noel. If just a little bit about me, I am a licensed financial advisor. I own a medical transportation business as well as an H&R Block. And my baby Kyron goes to John Curtis Christian School, and he plays football, wrestling, and track as well.
Okay. I eliminated one of my questions, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. That's what mamas do. They mess stuff up sometimes. You all right, bro? Zen.
Okay.
You got it. Okay, so I'm going to start with your mama, because it's always ladies first. Okay, so, Krissy, I work with you and stuff like that. One thing I never knew, not that I can remember you telling me, is that you play sports.
I did.
So that was interesting to find out. So what sports did you play?
Well, I went to a Catholic church, which was St. Maria Goretti in New Orleans. And we had a youth group ministry. And in the youth group ministry, we always did sports activities with the other churches. So I played baseball, basketball, and volleyball. Now, I was not really good at volleyball at all, so I never continued it. But I always say baseball, but it's softball. But for softball and basketball, I did that up into the 8th grade for basketball. And then softball, I did it in high school.
You played softball in high school?
Yeah.
Did you play up to your senior?
No, because we didn't have it that long. Like, we didn't have it my freshman and my sophomore year. We only had it my junior and my senior year. So I did do it my junior and my senior year. Or was it my junior year and my sophomore year, and we didn't have it my freshman and my senior year? I don't remember. But we did it. We had it for 2 years because the lady that was our coach, she left and went to another school.
What position did you play?
I was either shortstop or center field. So that was my favorite sport. I love softball. I try to get my kids to play baseball, but they said it's very boring. I told them that's where the money is, though.
How you feel about baseball?
Well, I'm not that good at it, but I like it. It's pretty cool. I like playing it. I like kickball and baseball. It's pretty the same. It's pretty much the same thing.
You like the fun aspect of it. You rather play it than watch it. I think that's common amongst most people. They rather play than watch. Okay, so you spoke about being, this business owner and stuff like that. So you got a lot of stuff going on and stuff like that. And you have 3 beautiful children. How do you manage these businesses and manage to be there for your children and all these sports activities and all these different things? How do you manage that?
Well, for me, our foundation is very strong. My husband and I have been together since we were 16. And my mother and my father are very close to our family. We actually moved here in Hornville. My mom's 12 minutes away. So since my foundation is strong, I'm able to juggle a lot of things. So if I'm not able to pick my kids up, my dad's there. My husband's always, available when I'm not available. So with us building our foundation so strong, we're always able to move on to another step to make our businesses better or make ourselves better because we always have somebody else holding our back,
That's pretty cool.
That with my strong foundation, I'm able to accomplish so much.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this. It's got my questions a little out of order, but you made me think of this question because I want to know what his opinion of this is. Because we got the opinion for you, but I want to know what his opinion is. When your mom comes to your sporting events, right? What type of bleacher mom is she? Like, how does she act in the stands?
This is funny. She screams a lot, and she will keep on screaming my name. Or she would be like, oh, like if I do something wrong, and she would like, get up, and stuff like that. And
wrestling.
Yeah, for wrestling. And for all my other sports, she's still a real active mom, and I actually think that she likes the sports. Like wrestling, she didn't even know it at first. And I did it for 1 year and they were like, this is my sport now.
Okay, so leads me to my next question for you. What led you to pick wrestling?
So they either said choose basketball or wrestling. And wrestling was like a new thing. I thought it was only in like the TV shows. Like where you wear the headgear and stuff.
Yeah,
I thought it was only in the TV shows like Diary of the Wimpy Kid and stuff. And then I just tried it. And it actually was pretty cool.
And from my understanding, you're pretty good.
Yeah.
How good would you say you are? It's
10
okay.
out of, 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
Yeah,
You can set the
9.5.
scale. 9.5.
Boy, that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
what I'm talking about too, man. That's what I'm talking about too. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to you. Going back to your sports memories, what was your most memorable sports moment?
Okay, so we were at practice, and the coach was doing pop flies. Okay, so the ball was like by the second base, and I was supposed to catch it, but I was way in center field, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna catch this ball." But I ran and I caught it, but it hit me in my eye first, right? Look, the sun, I'm so honest. The sun blinded me. I didn't know what a ball was at all, but it hit me dead in my face, and I still caught the ball. And everybody, I still remember this. So some of my preppers, if y'all watching this, you know, they'll tell you. It was so funny. My friend Cindy was like, did that just really happen? And it hit me dead in my face. And my coach was like, oh, good job. You know, I was like, no, that was not a good job. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, that was my most memorable. I can tell you 1 year for my high school, I'd come up to bat every time. And everybody was like, oh, you can tell she can bat. And I never hit the ball. I struck out for the whole year, but then for doing, it's not funny because, but then when it was time for us to do the youth group ministry, for us to go to the other churches to play, I was doing a great job. I was hitting the ball, and I was, always doing really well. But for my junior year, I would never forget that. It was terrible.
What changed?
I have no idea. I think I was nervous. I don't know what it was.
Okay, tell me this. Did you get hit in the eye happen in between that time?
It happened first. It happened before the first game. Yeah, it happened before
I thought
the
that
first
was
game.
maybe the change.
No, I don't know. It happened for the first game, and then after that was over, our church always did it after we were finished. And I was great. I mean, I was always great in softball, but for my junior year in high school, it was just devastating.
I understand.
But it's okay.
So
it happens.
You wouldn't rate yourself a 9.5.
No. In high school, I'll be like a 3. But for church, I gotta be honest. But for church, I'll be about an 8.
About an 8.
I'm honest.
With the after, okay, I got you.
About an 8.
About an 8. Okay, cool. That's a hellified story right there. Do you have a sports moment that you think you will never forget?
So I was going to get pinned, and the guy reached his hand over me. I took his hand and slammed him on the ground, and when he got up, he had a tantrum. He screamed. He was like, when he got up, and I laughed.
You laughed at him afterwards? Who you learned that from? To laugh at your opponents?
I don't know. I just laughed at him. I never watched my dad play.
But your dad always laughing at somebody.
Okay, so do you have a favorite wrestler?
I don't watch wrestling.
You don't watch wrestling?
No.
Not even the type of wrestling that you do?
Mm-mm.
What sports do you like to watch?
I like watching football.
Okay, who's your favorite football team?
I don't like a favorite team. I like Odell Beckham. So wherever he goes, I go. So since he went from the New York Giants to the Browns, I like the Browns now.
Look, I respect your mind, bro. I'm a LeBron James fan. He can go play for Thibodeau High. We'll be at every Thibodeau High game. So I understand, bro. Trust me, I totally get it. Do you have a favorite superhero?
Yes.
Is it a part of the Avengers?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, who is it?
So,
Don't say anything about the movie. So
Man,
don't-
if you got a spoiler alert, I haven't seen it, but you can say
Don't
what
I'm
you
not
want.
gonna spoil it
Okay.
to all y'all. I like. So
Just say who you like.
I like Hulk.
There you go.
You like why?
He didn't like him in the last movie though.
No, I did like him
You
in
did?
the last movie because what he did. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh, okay.
So why he was going back? Why you like the Hulk?
So I don't want to spoil it.
Well, you don't have to spoil the movie.
Just
Just
say
why
why
you
you
like
like
him
him in general.
generally. Yeah.
So, cause he always angry, and he could slam things and stuff. That's why I like football, cause I like slamming people.
Okay. And what position you play football?
I used to play running back and linebacker, and then now I play in the line.
Now you play on the line, defensive line. Your big brother plays on the defensive line too.
Yeah,
He's pretty good. You think you're gonna be better than him?
yeah, way better.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get it to me, boy.
Okay. Now I'm gonna get into some more serious, like a serious question. But I'm gonna ask her first. Okay. What do you appreciate most about being a mom?
Oh man, I enjoy the love. There's a different type of love that your children give you, other than, other family members, I guess you can say. And I can see it even when they're upset. I know my kids, so I can appreciate the forgiveness they give me when because I flash out. So the forgiveness they give me at the drop of a dime. I can completely go crazy and then ask for a hug, and they would genuinely give me a hug. I can remember with me as a child when my mom would mini flash out compared to what I do. And she was like, now give me a kiss before you go to bed. And I was like, oh, that's the worst thing ever. I don't want to kiss you. But now when I do that to my kids, I don't feel that. I always feel like they know their mom is crazy and they love me completely no matter who I am. Right?
So tell me this. Do you feel like in those moments that you said to yourself as a kid that I'll never do this to my children?
I did. So I did. But see, my promise was I was never going to be a nagger as a mother. Like, I allow my kids to be who they are. But when they do stupid stuff, I call them out on it. Like I call anybody else on it. I'm like, what you just did was stupid. Now I might not say stupid, So I call them out on that type of stuff, So I think when I try, I guess it's a question for my husband because he's been around me since we were 4. We've been knowing each other for a very long time, and he saw me say I wasn't gonna be like this as a mother, and I feel like I'm accomplishing that. At least I feel like I am. How you think I'm doing?
Go ahead, answer. No, answer, please.
Don't just say that if you don't believe I'm doing good. Is there something I should change?
No, I think you're doing good.
Go ahead.
But I think when you said that you get mad when you say, come hug me after I get hit, I get mad. I got mad like when I was like up to 4, I would be like, I don't want to. Like I would say that in my mind, but I would just go do it. Like sometimes when I got in trouble, my dad would be like, now come give me a hug. And I would just and I would walk to him slow.
It's so funny because when he was a baby, he's not our affectionate child. My daughter's overly affectionate. My oldest son kind of was as well. But you would hug him as a child and he would keep his arms flat like this, where he would not hug you. If you would eat from his spoon, he didn't want the food anymore. Like, he did not want anything extra at all. So when he started getting older and he started giving more affection, I was like, all right, look at Kyron. So my dad, right now to this day, every time he'll leave, he'll tell Kyron bye, and Kyron just give my dad a high five or dap him off, as at 5, you know. And my dad was like, man, I realized my grandson never hugged me. Like, I've never hugged Kyron. And he was like, you know what? Watch this, Krissy. He said, Kyron, all right, bye, man. He leaned in Kyron. Kyron did this with his arms. He was looking around like, what is going on? So my dad said, to this day, it's been about a year, maybe 2 years now, that now anytime my dad sees Kyron, he makes sure he hugs him and give him a kiss, because he's like, you can't be so strong, man. You got to be able to break down. So even when he's emotional, like for wrestling, and he feel like he didn't do well, he'll go to the corner by himself because he does not want to show emotion. And we're trying to get him to get out of that.
It's okay to show emotion, bro.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it, bro. Now you about to actually show emotion because the question I'm about to ask you. So, my question to you is, what do you appreciate most about your mom?
So, I like the things that she does. She's funny and stuff. And I like how I like how she is a hard worker. Like she went to college a lot of times, and I just like how she's a hard worker. Like, I try to be a hard worker. She's a very hard worker, and she's very smart. She helps me with a lot of things like homework. If it's hard in this subject, she will help me in those kind of things. Like, I remember a few weeks ago, she helped me with my science project, because we had the science fair yesterday, and that's my favorite thing about my mom.
Oh,
okay, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, man.
Tell the story about what you thought was
Okay, so when I was 4, we were, 4 or 3?
You were 4 because I was pregnant with Elijah.
When we were 4, it was like, what's my mom's favorite food and stuff like that.
Favorite things to do.
Favorite things to do.
Favorite color.
I did good with all her favorite things to do and stuff like that.
Tell them where we were when
we
you were teaching.
We were at school.
We were at a school program.
With a lot of people.
A lot of parents and stuff. So the teacher, don't laugh, Linus, because he's looking at the camera right now. So the teacher had like
a page, like a board.
Yeah, board.
And they let us write it the day before. Everybody was saying salad, pasta, beans.
So the teacher said, no, wait. The teacher let the other people say good things. Like, okay, so if your child said, my mom's favorite color is purple, and then my mom's favorite thing to eat is a salad. So she looked at me while I was big and pregnant and pointed at me. I was the only one she pointed at me and called Kyron and said, and what's your mom's favorite thing to eat? And Kyron said,
gravy.
Just gravy?
Yes. Like, you know.
So you just eat bowls of gravy?
So I was sitting there. So all the parents was looking at me like, well, she sure looks like she likes gravy. I'm like, I'm pregnant. You know, I'm pregnant, and Kyron embarrassed me in front of 100 and something people. But Kyron thought that was the funniest thing. And he thought that was the funniest thing. So I always tell that story about him, because at that moment I was like, this boy's a clown. You know, this boy is a complete clown. You know.
He kind of got it honest.
Yeah, he did. He really did. He didn't steal it.
He definitely didn't. Well, that's going to basically conclude my interview with you guys. So again, we want to thank y'all for doing this for us, taking this time out, having to put on, your mama making you put on that shirt and all that stuff. And I appreciate you for doing this for me. Again, this is a Mother's Day special, so thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
And happy Mother's Day to everyone. And again, we just really appreciate it. So thank you guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.